Hello, wonderful English learners. Welcome to our channel. Today we have a very special story for you. It's a story about curiosity, friendship, and discovering the truth behind old tales. It takes place in a peaceful village called Willow Creek, where one old house holds a surprising secret. This story is perfect for beginner English learners. Listen carefully, pay attention to the words, and try to understand the feelings of the characters. We'll use clear, simple English to help you follow along every step of the way. So get comfortable, relax, and let's begin our adventure into Lily and the Whispering House. Enjoy the story. Hello. My name is Lily. I live in a small, quiet village. The village name is Willow Creek. It is a very green village. There are many trees. There is a small river too. The river is clear. Fish swim in the river. Birds sing in the trees. It is a peaceful place. I like Willow Creek. Every day, the sun shines on Willow Creek. The air is fresh. Flowers bloom in many colors. Red flowers, yellow flowers, blue flowers. They smell sweet. Bees fly from flower to flower. Children play in the park. They laugh and shout. Their voices are happy voices. I live in a small house. My house is made of wood. It has a red roof. My garden is small. I grow some vegetables there. I grow green beans. I grow red tomatoes. I also grow carrots. My garden is nice. In Willow Creek, everyone knows everyone. We say hello every day. We help each other. If my neighbor needs help, I help. If I need help, my neighbor helps me. We are a community. We are friends. But there is one thing. One house. It is far from the village center. It is on a small hill. Behind the hill, there is a big forest. The forest is old. The trees are tall. Very tall. This house on the hill. It is old too. Very old. The paint is peeling. The windows are dark. Some windows are broken. No one lives there. Or no one seems to live there. The village people call it the Whispering House. Why the Whispering House? Because sometimes people hear sounds from it. Strange sounds. Not like music. Not like talking. More like whispers. Or soft, strange noises. Very soft. Only when the wind blows strong. Or when it is very quiet. The children do not play near this house. The adults do not walk near it. They walk on other paths. They say, "Do not go near the Whispering House." They say, "It is empty." But they look scared when they say it. They look worried. I am Lily. I am a little different. I am curious. I like to ask questions. I like to know things. I do not like to be scared of nothing. I do not like to be scared of a house. It is just a house, I think. But still, the stories make me wonder. What is inside the Whispering House? Who made the whispers? Every morning, I walk past the path to the hill. I look at the house. It stands there, quiet, dark. But sometimes, just sometimes, I think I see something. A flicker of light, a small movement. It is very quick. Maybe it is just my imagination. Maybe, but maybe not. The villagers say it is just the wind. They say the old wood makes noises. They say It is just a very old house. But their eyes tell another story. Their eyes show fear. I do not feel fear. I feel curiosity. Strong curiosity. One day, I think, I will go to that house. One day, I will know its secret. The secret of the whispering house. This thought stays with me. It is like a small seed in my mind. It grows bigger every day. It was a Tuesday. A sunny Tuesday. I was working in my garden. I was picking green beans. The air was warm. The birds were singing. It was a perfect day. Suddenly, I heard something. A sound. It was very faint. Very soft. It was not a bird. It was not the wind. It was a kind of chime. A soft, clear chime. Like many small bells, but not bell sounds. Something else. Chime, chime, soft, soft. I stopped picking beans. I listened carefully. The sound came from the direction of the hill, from the whispering house. The sound was beautiful. It was a little bit sad, but also a little bit magical. It lasted only a few seconds. Then it stopped. Silence. Just the birds again. Just the wind in the trees. I looked at the house on the hill. It looked the same. Dark windows. Peeling paint. But I knew I heard something. This was not the wind. This was not old wood. This was something new. Something from the house. This sound made my curiosity even stronger. Much stronger. I wanted to hear it again. I wanted to know what it was. What was making that beautiful, strange chime? I went to my neighbor, Mrs. Gable. She is a kind woman. She has white hair. She always bakes delicious cookies. Her house is next to mine. Hello, Mrs. Gable, I said. Hello, Lily, dear, she said. She was watering her flowers. Her flowers were very colorful. Mrs. Gable, I started. Did you hear anything today? From the direction of the old house. Mrs. Gable stopped watering. She looked at me. Her eyes were a little wide. The whispering house, she asked. Her voice was quiet. Yes, I said. I heard a sound. A chime. A very soft, beautiful chime. Mrs. Gable shook her head slowly. Oh, Lily, you must not go near that house. It is not good. People say things. What things, Mrs. Gable? I asked. I really wanted to know. They say sounds come from there. Whispers. Sometimes a strange light. No one lives there. It is empty. So, what makes the sounds? It must be something else. She did not say the word ghost, but I knew she thought it. Many people in Willow Creek thought it. But it was a beautiful sound, I said. Not scary. Not a whisper. A chime. Mrs. Gable still looked worried. Still, Lily, be careful. It is not a place for young people. It is not a place for anyone. I thanked Mrs. Gable. I went back to my garden. But I could not stop thinking about the chime. The beautiful, soft chime. It was not scary. It was inviting. It was like a little mystery waiting for me. That night, I thought about the house. I thought about the chime. I thought about Mrs. Gable's words. It is not good. Something else. But my heart told me something else. My heart told me, go. Find out. Do not be afraid. I decided. The next day, I would go to the whispering house. I would not just look from far away. I would walk to its door. I would find the source of the beautiful chime. I would find the secret. It was a big decision. No one in Willow Creek had gone to that house for many, many years. It felt like a brave thing to do. Maybe a little bit foolish, but mostly brave. And very, very curious. The next morning, I woke up early. The sun was just rising. The sky was pink and orange. It was a new day. A day for adventure. I ate a quick breakfast. Toast and tea. My stomach felt a little bit nervous, but my mind was clear. I was going to the house. I put on my walking shoes. I took a small bag. What should I take? I thought. Maybe some water. Yes, water is good. And a small apple. For a snack. Then I thought, what if there is someone there? What if they are lonely? What if they are hungry? I remembered Mrs. Gable's cookies. They were delicious. I quickly went to her house. Mrs. Gable. I called. She opened the door. Good morning, Lily, she smiled. Ready for your garden? No, Mrs. Gable, I said. I am going on a walk. A special walk. I did not tell her where. I knew she would worry. Could I please have a few of your delicious cookies? For my walk. Mrs. Gable smiled. Of course, dear. She gave me a small paper bag. It was full of warm, sweet cookies. They smelled wonderful. Be safe, Lily, she said. I will. I promised. I put the cookies in my bag. Now I felt ready. I walked out of my house. I walked through the quiet village. Most people were still sleeping. The street was empty. The air was cool and fresh. Soon, I reached the path that led to the hill. It was a narrow path. It went up, up, up. It was not used often. Grass grew in the middle of the path. Small flowers grew on the sides. The path led into the forest. The trees were big here. Very big. Their branches were like long arms. They reached to the sky. The leaves made a roof above me. It was a little bit dark under the trees. Not scary dark, but calm dark. I walked slowly. I listened to my own footsteps. Crunch, crunch on the small stones. Birds sang high in the trees. A small squirrel ran across the path. It looked at me with bright eyes. Then it disappeared into the bushes. The air here smelled different. It smelled like old earth, like green leaves, like damp wood. It was a deep, natural smell. I kept walking. The path was getting steeper. My legs started to feel a little tired, but I looked up. I could see the house. It was closer now, much closer. It still looked old and a little sad. The front door was dark wood. It looked strong. There were no lights on inside. It looked empty, but I knew about the chime. The beautiful, soft chime. I walked closer. Now I could see the details. The windows were dusty. Very dusty, but they were not all broken. Some had small cracks, but others were still fine. The garden around the house was wild, very wild. Tall grass, many thorny bushes. No one took care of it. I reached the gate. It was an old wooden gate. It had a rusty metal latch. The latch was hard to open. I pulled it. It made a loud creak. The sound was loud in the quiet air. I pushed the gate open. It creaked again. I walked into the garden of the whispering house. Now I was here, right in front of it. The house looked bigger from here, taller. It felt quiet, very quiet. But it was a different kind of quiet, a waiting quiet. My heart beat a little faster. Thump, 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 thump. I took a deep breath. Okay, Lily, you are here. Be brave. I walked slowly on a small, overgrown path toward the front door. The path was hidden by tall weeds. I pushed them away with my hands. Soon I was at the door. It was a big, heavy door. It had a large, round knocker. A metal knocker. It looked like a lion's face. I stood there for a moment. Should I knock? What if no one is home? What if Mrs. Gable was right? What if it is something else? No. I am here now. I will knock. I raised my hand. I held the lion knocker. It was cold. I knocked. Knock, knock, knock. The sound echoed. It was loud. Then, silence. Nothing. No sound from inside. No answer. I waited. 1 minute. 2 minutes. Still nothing. My hope started to go down. Maybe it is empty. Maybe it is just the wind. I was about to turn away, to leave, when I heard it again. The chime. Soft, beautiful, clear. It came from inside the house. From very deep inside. It was there. Someone was there. And the chime was real. The chime was soft, but it was clear. It was definitely inside the house. So I knocked again. Knock, knock, knock. A little louder this time. I waited. My ears were listening very, very carefully. And then I heard it. A small sound. A shuffle. A slow thump. Like someone was walking. Coming closer to the door. My heart began to beat fast again. Thump, thump, thump. This was it. The moment of truth. A small sound of a lock turning. Click. Then a creak. The big, heavy door opened. Not all the way. Just a little bit. A small gap. Through the gap, I saw an eye. An old eye. A kind eye. It looked at me. Then the door opened wider. And I saw him. An old man. He was very old. His hair was white. Long white hair. It was a little messy. His face had many lines. Lines from smiling, maybe. Lines from thinking. He wore a simple, old shirt. And soft pants. He looked surprised. Very surprised. Hello, he said. His voice was soft. A little bit raspy. Like he did not speak very often. Hello, I said. My voice was a little shaky. My name is Lily. He looked at me. His eyes were blue. Very blue. And kind. Lily, he repeated softly. Why are you here? I heard a sound, I said. A chime. A beautiful chime. From your house. The old man's lips curved into a small smile. Ah, he said. The chimes. He did not look scared. He looked a little bit happy. Come in, Lily, he said. Do not stand outside. I stepped inside. The air inside the house was warm. And it smelled different. Not old dust, but like wood. And something sweet. Something like herbs. And a very faint, pleasant metal smell. The entrance hall was a little dark, but light came from another room. A big room. The old man walked slowly. I followed him. We entered a large room, and it was full of light, and full of things. Many, many things. There were wooden things, metal things, small, shiny things, glass things, and everywhere there were chimes. Different chimes, big chimes, small chimes, chimes made of wood, chimes made of metal, chimes made of glass. They hung from the ceiling. They hung from stands. Some were on tables. One of them was moving gently. It made the soft, beautiful sound I had heard. Chime, chime. It was a chime made of many small, polished stones. Each stone was a different color. "These are my friends," the old man said, gesturing to the chimes. "I make them. You make them?" I asked. My eyes were wide. "Yes," he said. "My name is Mr. Hemlock." "It is beautiful, Mr. Hemlock," I said. "The sound is beautiful." He smiled. A big smile this time. "Thank you, Lily. Sit down, please." He pointed to an old, comfortable chair. I sat down. It was very soft. "Would you like some tea?" he asked. "Yes, please," I said. Mr. Hemlock went to a small table. There was a kettle on a small stove. It was warm. He poured hot water into 2 cups. He put a small bag in each cup. Tea bags. The smell of tea filled the air. He added a little bit of honey to my tea. He brought the tea to me. And then I remembered my bag. "I brought you something, Mr. Hemlock," I said. I opened my bag. I took out Mrs. Gable's cookies. They are from my neighbor, Mrs. Gable. She makes the best cookies. Mr. Hemlock's eyes widened again. He looked at the cookies. "Cookies," he said softly. "Oh my. I have not had a fresh cookie in many years." He took one. He bit into it. His eyes closed for a moment. "Delicious," he said. "Truly delicious." We sat and drank tea. We ate cookies. And we talked. "Why do you live here, Mr. Hemlock?" I asked. "Alone in this big house?" He sighed softly. "This house belonged to my family. Many years ago. My parents lived here. My grandparents. It is an old family house." "And the village people," I said. "They are a little scared of this house. They call it the Whispering House." He chuckled softly. "Ah, yes. The whispers. It is me, Lily. It is my work. When I make the chimes, sometimes they make small sounds. When I move my tools, they make noises. And sometimes the wind truly does make the old house sing." "But why do they think bad things?" I asked. "Because I stopped going to the village," he explained. "Many years ago, my wife, she passed away. I was very sad. Very, very sad. I did not want to see anyone. I did not want to talk." He looked at the floor for a moment. Then he looked at me. "I just wanted to make things. To make beautiful sounds. Like the chimes. It made me feel better. A little less sad." "So you stayed here," I said. "Yes," he said. "I stayed here. I made chimes. Day and night. I had enough food. I had enough water. I just forgot about the world outside. And the world outside forgot about me." Or maybe they just got scared. They thought the house was empty, I said. Or haunted. Haunted by a lonely old man and his chimes, he smiled. I looked around the room again. There were hundreds of chimes. Each one was unique. Different sizes. Different shapes. They were truly beautiful. Some were like small orchestras. They had many different notes. Some were simple. Just one or two clear notes. These are amazing, Mr. Hemlock, I said. They are art. Thank you, Lily, he said. His eyes sparkled. I make them from many things. From old wood. From glass bottles. From metal pieces. From stones I find in the forest. You go to the forest? I asked. Yes, he said. Sometimes. To find special stones. To find special wood. The forest is full of treasures. But you are alone, I said softly. He nodded. Yes, I am alone. It is quiet. Sometimes. Too quiet. His words made my heart feel a little sad for him. He was not scary. He was not strange. He was just lonely. He was just a kind old man who loved to make beautiful sounds. You should come to the village, Mr. Hemlock, I said. The people are kind. They would like you. They would like your chimes. He looked surprised. To the village? No, Lily. They are scared of me. They are scared of this house. No, I said. They are scared because they do not know. They do not know you. They only know stories. Bad stories. If they meet you, they will understand. They will see your chimes. They will hear your story. He looked at his hands. They were old hands, but they were also strong hands. Hands that made beautiful things. I do not know, he said. It has been so long. I do not remember how to be with many people. It is easy, I said. Just be yourself. And bring your chimes. Maybe one special chime. For them to hear. He looked at me. His blue eyes were thinking hard. One special chime, he repeated. Yes, I said. Just one. A beautiful one. And your cookies are gone, I added with a smile. You need more cookies. He laughed. A deep, quiet laugh. Yes, I do need more cookies. We talked for a long time. About the chimes. About the forest. About life in Willow Creek. He told me about the special sounds each chime makes. He showed me how he puts them together. He was a master of sounds. I felt happy. I found the secret of the whispering house. It was not a ghost. It was not something bad. It was a kind old man with a beautiful hobby. A lonely old man who needed a friend. It was getting late. The sun was starting to go down. The light in the room changed. The chimes sparkled in the softer light. I must go now, Mr. Hemlock, I said. My family will worry. Thank you for coming, Lily, he said. He looked truly happy. Thank you for the cookies. And for talking. Will you think about coming to the village? I asked again. He thought for a moment. Then he said, maybe I will. But it is a big step. It is a good step, I said. A step to new friends. A step to sharing your beautiful art. He smiled. Perhaps. I stood up. He walked me to the door. As I stepped outside, I looked back at him. He stood in the doorway, looking small in the big, old house. Goodbye, Mr. Hemlock, I said. I will come back soon. Goodbye, Lily, he said. Thank you. I walked down the path. The gate creaked shut behind me. The forest was darker now, but I was not scared. I felt light. I felt happy. I had found a secret, a good secret. When I arrived home, my mother was waiting. Lily, where have you been? She asked. She looked worried. I went for a long walk, Mom, I said. And I found something amazing. I did not tell her everything. Not yet. I wanted to tell her when the time was right. When Mr. Hemlock was ready. The next day, I went back to the Whispering House. Mr. Hemlock was happy to see me. We drank tea. We ate more cookies. I brought him some fresh vegetables from my garden. He was very thankful. You are very kind, Lily, he said. You are a good friend, Mr. Hemlock, I replied. We talked more about the village. I told him about the market on Saturday, about the children playing in the park, about Mrs. Gable's new roses. I painted a picture for him with my words, a picture of a warm, friendly place. He listened carefully. He asked questions. His blue eyes looked less sad now. They looked curious, like my eyes. The market on Saturday, he said. Many people, yes? Many people, I confirmed. But everyone is friendly, and they love new things. They would love your chimes. He looked at the floor again. I have one very special chime, he said softly. It is my favorite. I call it the harmony chime. It makes the most peaceful sound. It makes people feel calm. That is the one. I said, bring the harmony chime to the market. Let people hear it. He thought for a long moment. Then he looked up at me. A small smile. Okay, Lily, he said. Okay. I will try. I will bring the harmony chime to the market on Saturday. My heart jumped. Really? Yes, he nodded. For you. For my new friend. I was so happy. Thank you, Mr. Hemlock. This is wonderful. We made a plan. I would come to the Whispering House early on Saturday. I would help him carry the harmony chime to the village market. Saturday arrived. It was a beautiful day. The sky was bright blue. The sun was warm. I woke up excited. My stomach fluttered with anticipation. Today was the day. The day Mr. Hemlock would meet the village. The day the secret of the Whispering House would be revealed. I quickly ate breakfast. I said goodbye to my family. I am helping a friend today. I called. I walked the path to the hill. The gate creaked open. I walked to the door of the Whispering House. I knocked. Knock, knock, knock. The door opened quickly this time. Mr. Hemlock was ready. He was wearing a cleaner shirt. His white hair was combed a little. He looked a little bit nervous, but also excited. Good morning, Lily, he said. Good morning, Mr. Hemlock. Are you ready? I think so, he said. The harmony chime is ready. He showed me the chime. It was beautiful, made of polished silver-colored metal tubes, and small, smooth, dark blue stones. It was bigger than the other chimes, and it looked very elegant. It is perfect, I said. It was a little heavy, but we carried it together. Slowly, carefully, we walked down the path, out of the forest, and towards the village center. As we walked, I could see the market. It was a lively place. Many people. Many stalls. People were selling fresh bread, colorful fruits, beautiful flowers, handmade crafts. Laughter and talking filled the air. Mr. Hemlock looked at the market. His eyes were wide. It had been many years since he saw so many people. He looked a little nervous again. "It is okay," I said. "Just take a deep breath. I am with you." We found a small empty space near a big oak tree. It was a good spot. Not too crowded, but everyone could see it. We carefully set down the harmony chime. It stood tall. Its metal tubes shone in the sun. The blue stones looked like tiny jewels. People walked by. They looked at the chime. Some stopped. They looked at Mr. Hemlock. Their faces showed curiosity. Some showed surprise. Mrs. Gable walked by. She stopped. She looked at me. Then she looked at Mr. Hemlock. Her mouth opened a little. "Mrs. Gable," I smiled. "This is my friend, Mr. Hemlock. He lives in the Whispering House." Mrs. Gable looked shocked. "Mr. Hemlock? You live there?" Mr. Hemlock gave a small, nervous smile. He nodded. "And this beautiful chime," Mrs. Gable said, looking at the harmony chime. "Did you make this?" "Yes, ma'am," Mr. Hemlock said softly. "It is amazing," Mrs. Gable said. Her fear was gone. Her face showed only wonder. A small breeze blew. The harmony chime made a sound. Bing, bong, low, high. It was truly peaceful. It was harmony. Many people stopped now. They heard the sound. They saw the chime. They saw Mr. Hemlock. One man, Mr. Johnson, who owned the bakery, walked closer. "That sound," he said. "It is wonderful." "What is it?" "It is a chime," Mr. Hemlock said. "I made it. I call it the harmony chime." "But you live in the old house?" Mr. Johnson asked. "The Whispering House?" Mr. Hemlock nodded. "Yes, I am Mr. Hemlock. I live there. I make chimes." More people gathered. Children came closer. They looked at the chime with wide, curious eyes. "It is not empty?" one child asked. "No, child," Mr. Hemlock smiled. "It is not empty. It is full of chimes." And a lonely old man. He then told his story. Simply, honestly. How his wife passed away. How he became sad. How he found comfort in making chimes. How he forgot the world outside. And how Lily found him. The villagers listened. Their faces changed. From fear to surprise to understanding. To warmth. "So the whispers," Mrs. Gable said, "were your beautiful chimes?" Mr. Hemlock nodded. "And sometimes my old tools. And sometimes just the wind." A woman came forward. "Mr. Hemlock, that chime is so beautiful. Can I buy it?" Mr. Hemlock looked surprised. "Buy it?" "Yes," she said. "I want that piece in my home." Soon, many people wanted to buy a chime. Mr. Hemlock was amazed. He did not think anyone would want them. But his chimes brought joy. They brought peace. He explained how to hang them, how to care for them. He talked about the different sounds. His nervousness was gone. He was happy, truly happy. The market day was a great success. Mr. Hemlock sold many chimes. Not just the harmony chime. He had brought other smaller ones too. He even took orders for new chimes. But more important than selling chimes, he found friends. The villagers were no longer scared of the whispering house. They understood. They smiled at Mr. Hemlock. They invited him for tea. They offered him help. Mr. Johnson, the baker, brought him fresh bread. Mrs. Gable brought him more cookies. Other neighbors brought him vegetables. They were happy to have a new neighbor. A real neighbor. Mr. Hemlock was no longer lonely. His blue eyes sparkled with joy. He was part of Willow Creek again. I was so proud and so happy for him. My curiosity had led to a wonderful discovery. It had led to a new friendship. From that day on, the Whispering House was no longer called the Whispering House by the villagers. They called it the Chime House, or Mr. Hemlock's house. They knew its secret, and its secret was beautiful music. I still visited Mr. Hemlock often. We would drink tea. We would eat cookies. And he would show me new chimes he was making. Sometimes I would help him find special stones in the forest. His house was still full of chimes, but now it was also full of laughter and friendship. Mr. Hemlock sometimes came to my house. He helped me in my garden. He told me stories about the old days in Willow Creek. Stories my grandparents knew. He taught me how to make a small chime from found objects. It was not perfect like his, but it made a sweet sound. It reminded me of our journey, our friendship. The story of Lily and Mr. Hemlock became a favorite in Willow Creek. It was a story about not judging people, a story about courage, a story about friendship, and a story about how a little curiosity can open the door to a wonderful, unexpected secret. And sometimes when the wind blew strong through Willow Creek, you could still hear soft, beautiful chimes. But now they did not sound scary. They sounded like happiness. They sounded like harmony. They sounded like a community. They sounded like home. The end. And that brings us to the end of Lily and the Whispering House. We hope you enjoyed Lily's adventure and learned some new English words along the way. What was your favorite part of the story? Did you feel curious like Lily? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing from you. If you liked this story and want more easy-to-understand English stories to help you learn, please make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to give this video a like if you found it helpful. And if you know someone else who is learning English, please share this video with them. Thank you for learning with us today. Keep practicing your English, and we'll see you in our next story. Goodbye for now.